Is it Marisol? Is that you? Get in here before any more of these hullheads show up. You're here. That is assuming you're not some sort of enigmatic mirage or baleful apparition. Yes. Should be plenty of wonderfully dangerous items in here. I thought I would never see you again. It's been what? 19 years? 20?
21 years, 5 months, 6 days. I've kept up on a few former colleagues.
A few? Right. You retain a different admirer in every port, I'm sure. Oh, wait, I'm being rude. Forgive my atrophied social graces. I shoot most of my visitors lately. I am Anaïs Bujold. Welcome to my backwater ramshackle abode.
Seer, Anaïs Bujold.
No one's called me that in, well, you know exactly how long, apparently.
We doing introductions? I'm Inez. Don't mind the uniform, I'm freelance, and got no quarrel with you besides.
Charmed, I'm sure. So nice to see Marisol gaining such interesting friends.
Yes. With ample time to think, I've come to recognize I made an error.
Really? That is, an unprecedented statement for you. But do go ahead, I'm listening.
The last 20 years, the Order heedlessly stumbled. First, Antes invaded, then the Protectorate. We lost the Archive. Twice. Had your work continued, I believe we'd have remained closer to our true path. If I had ignored the Council's command. It was a mistake. I miscalculated.
If not for you, I'd be dead right now. And you were right to shut me down. My research was dangerous. A serious threat to the entire universe. I know this for certain now. I've run the numbers. Repeatedly. Had to do all my calculations long form, free of computronic assistance. Wouldn't advise it, but I've been here on my own for decades, and I remain a reasonable statistician. I calculated what might occur if my work was completed, and there is a troublingly high, statistically significant chance of things ending. Everything ending. I mean, microbes, mantisaurs. Salt tuna might make it, the resistant little buggers. But anything capable of higher-order thinking would be gone. I understand how that sounds, but I have spent years checking and rechecking each and every variable. I assume all my notes and calculations were destroyed years ago.
Anais, I'm afraid it's not that simple. When we shut down your work, it was quarantined, not disposed of. The Order stores all avenues of study deemed dangerous near here at a facility in Winter's Grasp. Unorthodox notion reclusion.
Of all the bureaucratic... No. Poof. Winter's Grasp is crawling with Auntie's choice. A full unit just moved in. Marisol, will you... Can you...
You're asking me to infiltrate a covert installation to destroy something that could likely end the universe. Been years since anyone said something like that to me. Of course.
I might need a little time to ready this place for unwelcome guests. Wouldn't take long.
No, you should stay here. We'll take care of this.
I foresee a 4.7% chance of me complying with that. But fine, no use arguing. Well, this has certainly been nice. Perhaps we'll see each other again sometime.
areas susceptible.
Inez, Purple Berry Crunch. It's spelled with a K. K?
Sure is. You all right, Marisol? You're looking faintly ill.
But it's an obvious misspelling. How can you tolerate it?
Because it's more authentic that way. Says so in the jingle. Sometimes you just gotta accept good marketing, you know?
We live in a universe governed by fundamental forces. Gravity, atomical electrodynamics, spelling and punctuation.
Hey, can you... I've no fair ideas of how to proceed, White. Nothing we do seems to garner the... Yes? Can I... wait. Welcome, potential customer, to the majesty of Auntie's military might. Normally, I would be at your service, but I'm dealing with a situation here. It's really none of your...
Sarge, maybe they can help. The two of us are certainly out of options.
And who'll pay them for the assistance? You? Very well. The issue is our compatriot, Trooper Hayes. He seems to have some kind of break or shock to the head, and he's, well...
Same sucker, bad habit blocker. It tracks every movement like a hunting death stalker. Try a gross habit, it shocks nadgy bits. This flogger's a stopper, you just can't brush off her.
He's that.
Ever since the attack last night, he's been unresponsive and communicating only in jingles. At first I thought it might be some manner of marketing ploy, but it seems permanent. The artillery bombardment was particularly heavy last night before the assault began, and the rounds shook the ground so badly that our lantern flew off its hook on the wall. Hayes put his hands over his ears, lay feet on the ground, and after the only thing that had come from his mouth were jingles. Old archaic jingles, ones I haven't heard in years. We must rouse him back to sanity. He's their sole earner, and should he be discharged, just the cost of his family's lodgings on the claim is more than enough to bankrupt them. Yes. Well, maybe. They're the kind of sales roles you take when you're young, before you reach an age to become a real earner.
It lets me eat until I'm stuffed onto my feet. What did you say? Absolutely. I have a whole sales sampler full of all the calorie... what is... Was I just trying to sell you something?
You don't remember? He's been wandering around singing nothing but jingles for almost 2 whole days.
Poppycock! I don't even know any jingles by heart.
Well, I'll be damned. I absolutely cannot believe that worked. Thank you for your help, stranger. His whole family would owe you a debt, if they had anything to pay it with.
Has anyone seen Jack? He was patrolling the caves in Sector 13, but it doesn't seem he's made his return. You look unfortified. Getting enough emulsifiers in your diet?
The FOB at the bridge has been totally isolated from reinforcements. Protector itself. It couldn't even begin to respond.
50 that says that plan is the archive itself. Just feels shockingly well coordinated. They locked it.
Press the second switch and hold down the blue button for 3 seconds to arm.
Wait a tick. Earlier you told me it was the red button.
Oh, you idiot. It was definitely the blue one.
Boyd, I swear, if this blows up...
Investigating hostile. Energy capacitor out. Energy.
Beckett was right. Solitude has been good for my studies. In just 93 days, I have made extraordinary progress deciphering the truths of our universe. For instance, there are none. None whatsoever. Objective reality is itself a concept invented by subjective observers eager to apply reason to chaos. In light of that view, better to assume we are all sleepwalkers, sharing the same dream of consciousness. We are the universe, attempting to know itself. Wow. Life-affirming, in a way. And to think, I almost walked out into that blizzard last week.
ready, Commander. Hostilities are afoot. Commander, throwing energy your way.
There is no cold that can get no hold. You, what? Yeah, Brummel bomb. It's I'm well, masterful even. Got me covered in with Brummel bomb. There ain't no cold that can get no hold on me. It made me a little hot. So hot, I stripped down to get some air. No, I think it's doing. I'm warm as could be. Nah, nope. They were too hot. Why I undressed. What? Nah, they're the whole reason I'm out here. I mean, I don't remember exactly why, but they is, and I ain't going back. But if you see him, tell him I said hi.
anybody loiter about a protocol without someone casting assuming glances their way? I know a presumptive look when I see it. Look, you ain't my immediate supervisor, a recognized authority figure, or my dear old ma. I don't need to tell you nothing. Oh, if you wanted to bribe me, you should have just led with that. 6 or 7 months ago, some Auntie's Choice clock puncher made a shipping error. Sent a few crates of failed grafting materials here to Cloister. You know that grafting program they used to have? Where they'd give some hapless hullhead a big monster arm, torn off one of a bunch of different deadly creatures?
Easy, pal. Unless you want to see this monster arm in action. Up close.
Sorry. See, you already got the memo. These crates arrived full of rejected Crabbo graft parts. Sat untouched for months till I found them. And I thought, little rebranding, the right angle? Bet I could sell these. Whatever brings in the bits. Now, where was I? Oh, right. I met this protectorate officer. Smug as all get out, naive as the day is long. Said she had logistical supply concerns and needed means to feed the personnel guarding the archive. As the plan would have it, I told her I got a shipment of, imitation Crabbo meat. You repackage and relabel it, it'll pass for protectorate rations just fine. She agreed. Bought a few crates on the spot, promised to send word when she needed more. I just had to grind up everything first. Remove a few telltale chunks. I can't take full credit or blame. I simply misrepresented misallocated materials for profit. I am merely a humble opportunist. Here's an audio cartridge with all the details. Those troops hear what they've been eating? I don't know what'll happen, but they won't be happy about it. That's for sure. Don't mention it to anyone, especially not those damn snoops at Winter's Grasp.
While it's energized. resorting to violence. Catheter, you...
Whoa there, go-getter. Say, have you ever considered the benefits of becoming a semi-confidential, unpaid informant for Auntie's Choice? Breathe once for yes. Field Agent Auerbach, proprietary inside acquisition. Our team's presently occupying these premises, but haven't fully brought them to heel, per se. Say, you look like some sort of rogue former member of the Order. Maybe you could tell us what this place is supposed to be.
Me? Part of the Order? Oh, no, dear. I assure you I simply share their love of sweeping cloaks and sciencey-looking accessories. I shall update my wardrobe to avoid such confusion.
Would you happen to be familiar with this campus? We're not entirely clear what it was used for. As far as we can tell, Order's been cleared out for some time. If not, I might politely inquire what exactly you're doing here. Well, consider me even more intrigued by your presence. Heard hints this place was some sort of off-the-books research operation, which of course we of Auntie's Choice simply delight in. The Order left some fairly formidable security in one building. Mention that in case the prospect of certain death may inspire you to unburden yourself. Based on your reticence, I take it you're bound for unorthodox notion reclusion then. How exceedingly ill-advised. Ah, well, suppose we'll let you in. You might disable a death trap or two with your bodies, then we can step over your cadavers and maybe use them for a shield. Alternately, if you manage to find anything marketable, probably be game to barter for it later. Assuming you don't die, which in that case, we'll probably just retrieve it off your corpse. Either way.
Huh. Who's this now? Oh, appear to need something. Hope you brought the bits to back that up. Got a good supply of Auntie's Choice finest, and some well-built Order items, scavenged from this very facility. Looking's free. Rest costs extra. You have needs. I just...
whole place is one big death trap. You want in? Be my guest.
You're new. Don't seem like another one of these trade secret vultures either. War means nothing to them, you know. How about you? Know there's a war on, don't you? You here to help me win it? Oh, been out in the field, have you? I like the sound of that. Might be just the go-getter I need. Thing is, our local forces are in something of a bind. A protectorate camp effectively bisected the territory we presently occupy. An intolerable vulnerability. Said camp is situated betwixt here and points to the north. Take it out, reconnect the territories, and walk away somewhat richer. Excellent, excellent. If you're agreeable to other work, I have something light. Simple shakedown, really. Couldn't be easier. A Sub-Rosa finagler operates out of the Port Authority building at the landing pad near Winter's Grasp. Sub-Rosa works with both sides, understood. But I want to know what she's into with the Protectorate. Let's say I'm curious. Learn anything useful? Ha! A base opportunist after my own heart. Well, she can continue swindling the Protectorate then. Here's a little something for your trouble.
I call dibs on nuclear corpse.
Oh, look who finally decided to appear.
Anais, you're not supposed to be here.
Events prove otherwise, don't they? While you were taking your time arriving, I found a way inside these corporate drones haven't discovered. I've grown rather adept at sneaking in and out of these so-called restricted areas unseen. Peeked around a little. They've conveniently posted signs where various types of dangerous research materials are stored away.
Leave it to the Order to rigorously catalog everything.
Burn-down initiation is listed on the top floor. They destroy materials through immolation there.
The research will be in reinforced containers, so enlisting the facility's own incineration measures would be prudent. Anais, stay here. Please.
I expected such to be your attitude, but I'll have you know that...
I am not doubting your abilities. Quite the opposite. I need you to guard this entrance. Anyone appears, come running.
Fine. Go. I uncovered a vent in that office. Standard order redundancy measure. Let's outpass the barrier over there.
I'll hang back a moment while you depower that fence. Wriggling through vents is a young person's game after all. We'll stay here. You find a way to disable these fences.
research studies prove that disengaging from complex tasks for a time to engage the mind in unrelated challenges has downstream beneficial effects for problem solving. Thus, our department attempted to design a series of stress-reducing educational challenges to facilitate these efforts. After some light early successes, we refined further and received results beyond our wildest intent. Soon, members of other departments were idling away in our offices for hours, absorbed with what soon became known as brain puzzlements. My personal productivity was quite adversely affected by the mather. I still see it sometimes when I close my eyes. We finally locked them away to keep from engaging with them. Unfortunately, copies were...
Hello? Someone there? Hello? Help! Please!
Equational delay incident.
Thank the law somebody came by. I've been rationing my anti-Cleo Borst rockets, and you know what? Your tongue turns black if you eat them all week. Might concerning, since it's all I have. We was sizing up the place, well, the lobby, when our boss ordered us to find an off switch for them traps, which required us to negotiate through or around said traps to do so. A bunch of the others got killed. I got stuck in here. Boss left with the rest. You think you could get me out somehow? Like, right about now, even?
Hold on. You're not even remotely considering releasing him, are you? A trade secret vulture from Auntie's choice? Free to roam in a building full of Order secrets?
What are you suggesting? That we let this poor fool die a slow, lonesome death?
Just consider for a moment. We're here to keep dangerous research from spreading, from falling into the wrong hands. I certainly wouldn't want Auntie's choice obtaining research related to cataclysmal ends, or monetizing prevaricated hypotheses for that matter. At the end of the day, it's just an Auntie's choice auxiliary dabbler. Hardly a cute little woolly cow or something. That's actually a valid point. We shouldn't forget who we are, and I suppose I'm not who I was.
I don't understand what you two are talking about, but it sounds positive, I think.
Do whatever you think is best here. I still don't completely agree, but I trust your decision.
I promise not to, blow up the universe, or, whatever it is you two are worried about, I guess. Can you let me out now, please? Phew. Well, that's a relief. Didn't think I'd ever get free. No thanks to you, ma'am.
Be grateful you're not on fire.
Don't have to tell me twice. This is all the bits I have on me. Not much, but thanks. I'll be out of here as soon as it seems safe.
You're young and spry. You can handle that.